nature always wins.
You might be the dumbest.
Yes, it's true. The rumors that you have been hearing about the new Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League game have been now confirmed. They have, in fact, brought back Poison Ivy from the dead after the Arkham game's epic finale. She has regrown herself into a Greta Thunberg-looking goblin. On top of that, it's a disrespectful end to Kevin Conroy's final outing as the Batman, which unfortunately this game is. My name is Dean James, and I am your host of ComicsMATE, your mates in comics from the land down under. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and we're going to jump right into this article by bounding into comics. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Leaks reveal return of dead villain, disrespectful end to Kevin Conroy's final outing as the Batman. Its position as the follow-up to the developer's wildly lauded Arkham trilogy, a tired gear system, uninspired open-world gameplay, a cast that reeks of multimedia synergy, there are no shortage of reasons why players have found themselves disinterested in the upcoming Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And thanks to a recent leak, they can now add the reversal of a villain's attempted redemption and an absolutely disrespectful conclusion to voice actor Kevin Conroy's last performance as the Dark Knight to the ever-growing list of reasons to avoid Rocksteady's next release. Nothing in that paragraph is incorrect. Rocksteady has severely gone off the cliff here. They clearly have no more ideas. They're being infected with weird DEI, equity, wokeness, whatever you want to call it, all over the trailers. Just everything from the character designs to the weird bright color and the ugly color schemes of the game in general. The environment's very brown and green, and the effeminate men and the ugly women, and like, don't even get me started on Harley Quinn's design. Spoiler warning. Significant spoilers for the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, just in case you didn't realize. These latest details were first leaked to Twitter courtesy of two users, Boss Big Boss 73 and the aptly named Leaker of Cringe, which he is certainly living up to his name right now, with one new bit of information being shared by each. In their now deleted post, Boss Big 73 revealed that despite having crumbled to dust after sacrificing herself to neutralize the titular villain's gassing of Gotham with Scarecrow's fear toxin in the previous Arkham Knight, the red-headed Poison Ivy would be one of the many DC characters set to make an appearance in Kill the Justice League. That's not even technically true. Like, if you saw the thing at the start there, that's definitely not Poison Ivy. I don't care what anyone says. With the help of Lex Luthor, she has built herself back up, but rather than be the sexy, beautiful icon that she really is, they have turned her into this frumpy goblin. However, rather than appearing as a full-grown adult, Ivy will instead appear as a young child, ostensibly the result of her regrowing her own body a la the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Baby Groot, which I'm not sure if that's a thing Poison Ivy could do originally. I don't know. Like, I mean, she's pretty powerful, sure. Like, she's a plant lady, but she was always human. She wasn't actually a plant monster. She was infected and became a plant lady. So I don't know. Like, we'll let that slide. Like, that's fine. Whatever. It's not the craziest thing Poison Ivy's ever done. Meanwhile, Leaker of Cringe, who seemingly created their account solely to share this link, provided players with a since-removed audio spoiler regarding the titular team's eventual showdown with Batman, ostensibly occurring immediately following the team's defeat of the Brainiac-possessed Cape Crusader. The audio leak opens with the hero taunting his captors. "You're gonna die screaming at Superman's feet," he says. Can we just get a good, a game with the character? Like, Superman hasn't got a good game of his own, and yet he's appearing as a villain in Suicide Squad. I mean, the Arkham games are great, don't get me wrong, so Batman's had his justice done for him, but Superman is a wasted character, and same with the Flash, and a few, most of the Justice League could have their own standalone video games, but they just apparently aren't capable of me. I mean, I say apparently, but judging by everything that's come out this year, you can tell that they really aren't capable of creating a good superhero game. In turn, Harley sarcastically questions why, what's up with his feet, before Deadshot interjects, I don't know man, we're 2 for 2 on killing your boys so far. Love mixing work with pleasure, exclaims Captain Boomerang, to punctuate Deadshot's declaration, drawing a hearty laugh from King Shark. I hate it. I honestly hate it. And I don't like the designs of these. Like, look at that terrible looking flash right there too. I'll zoom in on it. It's just bad. This whole game looks bad and ugly. Before we even got into this terrible storyline that they've got going, it's all just terrible. Terrible is the only word I can think of at the moment because it's just so bad. Taking in their cockiness, Batman proceeds to further mock the Suicide Squad, shouting, "You think you're a team now? You're herd animals, dependent on someone else to survive. Like you, Harkness, as a desperate alcoholic who's desperate for the spotlight." Before being interrupted by Harley snarking back, yeah, and Floyd's a deadbeat dad, Sharky's a freak who will never be a real boy, and what was it? Oh yeah, I never was too bright. Get some material, jerk off. She then counter taunts to her arch enemy. You know Joker, he used to be real good at hurting people with words, but you? Well, even when you're evil, you're still too good. Yeah, cool. Roasted. Following this appraisal of his shortcomings as a villain, Harley shifts to speaking to Batman's career in the past tense, telling him, "You had a good run, Brucey, flying around Gotham, punching bad guys, cleaning up the streets, causing long-term mental and emotional damage to everyone you knew," before declaring straight to his face, "It's our turn now." Causing long-term mental and emotional damage to everyone that he knew. Who? Are you talking about the villains of Gotham? You're talking about the people who were threatening to they were going to blow it up, they were going to gas people, they were poison people, murder people, rob people. Like, these are criminals, the people that he comes into contact with. And I could make a serious argument that all of the Robins and things like that were actually helped by Batman more than hurt. After all we've been through, bet you didn't think it would be me at the end, huh, Bats? She finally asks of her opponent. Unamused with her antics to the very end, the Dark Knight shoots back, "Are we done with your bad stand-up routine?" To which Harley confirms, "Almost, but you always gotta end on your best joke." It is then, with a singular gunshot to the head, that the legendary voice actor's final performance as his most iconic role comes to an end. When did Batman stop wearing bulletproof armor? Like, his cowl has always been bulletproof. Forever. And in making sure to eliminate any speculation towards the idea that Batman's death is a fake-out moment, Leaker of Cringe also included a small snippet from later on in the game wherein Superman, as voiced by Nolan North, confirms that one of the world's finest heroes was snuffed out by this. Harley can then be heard agreeing, and "You're next, asshole." Probably does just say a-hole, to be honest, like the way these games are going. Unsurprisingly, after these leaks were made public, they would soon spread like wildfire across social media. But rather than ignore them, Rocksteady instead chose to address them directly, taking to their personal Twitter account on December 18th to warn their fans regarding of the leaks' existence, proving that the leaks are in fact genuine. We're looking forward to players experiencing the story we've crafted in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Once the game launches in the new year, wrote the developer, we hope everyone can play the game and feel each moment of the narrative for themselves. We look forward to seeing you all in Metropolis on the 2nd of the 2nd, 24. In the interest of fairness, it should be noticed that given how Conroy kept his intestinal cancer diagnosis a personal secret up until it took his life in 2020, it's unlikely Rocksteady nor any other involved parties intended for his appearance in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League to be his last. However, this unfortunate coincidence does little to dull the fact that the entire creative decision, from killing off the only defined hero in Rocksteady's DC universe after 4 games with him as the lead protagonist, to having him die at the hands of not even his arch-nemesis, but rather his ex-girlfriend, is out and out disrespectful to the Cape, the cowl, and the man whose credibility, along with Mark Hamill's, were key to the success of the studio. I disagree with that. Mark Hamill is just horrible. Have you seen Mark Hamill's Twitter? Mark Hamill is straight up one of the worst, most toxic people I've ever seen. He was one of the first people I followed when I first made her a Twitter account, and he's the person I regret seeing the most. It's like, never meet your heroes, guys. Like, he is no Luke Skywalker. Further, the killing of Batman is even more baffling given the apparent fact that, according to a now deleted post from DC Studios head James Gunn, there are no plans for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League to be the last game in the Arkham universe. I don't plan on playing this game or supporting this in any way, and I may not support Rocksteady in the future because they are clearly against us in what we believe is best for the heroes and the characters. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you think, and like and subscribe, and yeah, speak to you soon.